Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Richards. And it's Irving with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Smith's shot is good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
They set the pick to the right side. And Lure kicks to Freak. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Irving attacking Henson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
And then for Cleveland, Love's checked in for Kyrie Irving, and McDermott subbed in for J.R. Smith. So for Brooklyn now, Richards, he's in at point guard. Aaron Baines out there with Young. And it's Jeffries in at the 2-guard spot.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
McDermott, no one around him. That falls. Great assist by Love. And that's now 11 points for Doug McDermott.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
Vaughn's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jennings comes in for Kevin Love. But they get it back. And it's Freak missing. It's tipped. Young outside. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's Dang in the corner. Outside Jennings. Henson sets a screen for Jennings. And the shot falls short this time.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
No good on the 3.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Vaughn, the pass to Sanders. And that one is stuffed right through.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Good.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
Now, Freak. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, it's a great feeling when you're the guy that helps your team close out a series with that kind of game. You know, the way he had it going, he's got to be feeling very confident going into the conference semis. He left it all on the court tonight. He didn't look too fatigued, though. I'm sure he still has plenty left in his tank, buddy.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining Round 1 series. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you for Round 2 right around the corner.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, all here for the ride. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Brooklyn Nets in their house, Barclays Center. Checking out Brooklyn, they expended some energy getting out of the first round, closing it out in 6 games. Now the focus shifts to opening the series tonight on a positive note. In the conference semis, Kenny, 8 teams looking to make that cut for the Final Four. What's the mental state of the underdogs in this round?
Oh, you just have to believe anything is possible, because it is. A big shot, a big injury, anything can change the trajectory of a series.
You know, to win as an underdog, you just got to want it more than your opponent.
fans in a chorus here in Brooklyn. The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here, Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title.
Let's go.
This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they were able to prevent going to 7 in the last round. We'll see how they establish themselves tonight.
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home court. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series.
Well, we'll see if they can capitalize. I mean, that's what you work hard all regular season for, is to have the advantage of Game 1 in your building. I'm with you there. I think we got to give them the early nod as favorites.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Jay Crowder. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jordan. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Paul in at the 2. Now, Freak after Jared Sullinger's three-pointer that didn't go. Screened by Young. Here's Richards. The three-pointer is right on target. Freak's got the open.